Climate change, as we know it today, is change in our Earth's overall temperature with massive and permanent ramifications.
The main cause is a phenomenon known as the greenhouse effect. Gases in the atmosphere, such as water vapor, carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and chlorofluorocarbons, let the sun's light in, but keep some of the heat from escaping, like the glass walls of a greenhouse. The more greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, the more heat gets trapped, strengthening the greenhouse effect and increasing the Earth's temperature.
Here, I've got an experiment for you, safety glasses on. By the end of this century, if emissions keep rising, the average temperature on Earth could go up another 4 to 8 degrees. What I'm saying is the planet's on fucking fire.
But climate change as we know it today is characterized by an abrupt increase in the Earth's temperature. It is estimated to have gotten 1.2 to 1.4 degrees Fahrenheit warmer in just the last century. 10 out of the last 13 years were the warmest on record.
Wildfire season across the globe is 20% longer than it was in 1980 as a direct result of a warmer, drier climate. In the western United States, between 1986 and 2003, wildfires burned nearly 4 times as often, covered 6 times the land area, and lasted 5 times longer compared to the years 1970 to 1986.
On all these structures, the ones that are defendable. Bad things are going to happen and we need to be prepared.
Seal melting, shrinking sea ice, rising sea levels, ocean acidification.
Does her fate mirror the future of the entire species? Can polar bears, so long masters of the ice, somehow adapt to the forces of global warming that are changing their environment faster than anyone could have imagined?
A sea level rise of as much as 2.4 meters by the end of the century cannot be ruled out. If that happens, a range of coastal cities, including New York, Tokyo, London, Mumbai, Bangkok, Amsterdam, and the entire nation of Bangladesh will be underwater. Heavy rainfall is increasing in intensity and frequency. The peak rate of rainfall during storms has increased by 30% over the past 60 years. Remarkably, the speed of hurricanes and tropical storms has slowed by about 10% in the last 70 years, with landfalling Atlantic hurricanes slowing by 20%. A slower storm means that inland areas will experience increased flooding. The rise of extreme weather events like hurricanes has already taken a heavy toll.
One of those consequences is ocean acidification, a direct effect of increased dissolved CO2. Since the late 18th century, ocean surface acidification has increased by 30%. A higher acid content means calcifying species, like oysters and clams and shallow water corals, are at risk, putting the entire ocean food web at risk. This is bad news for the 1 billion people relying on the ocean as its primary source of protein.
Growing crops becomes more difficult. The areas where plants and animals can live shift, and water supplies are diminished.
Akibatnya tanaman padi mereka yang baru berumur 1 bulan tersebut mati.
Kita ke informasi lain pemirsa, kemarau panjang yang melanda Kabupaten Manggarai, Nusa Tenggara Timur menyebabkan ratusan ekor sapi di satu desa di daerah itu mati.
Manggarai, Nusa Tenggara Timur mati kelaparan.
By human activities. That means you and me. And since the Industrial Revolution, we have come a long way. Humans built airplanes, faster cars, developed remarkable technology, and learned how the natural resources around us can be used for our benefit. Although this has led to many wonderful inventions and advancements, like the device you're using to watch this video, or the ability to take a plane halfway around the world, it also means we've increased our consumption of natural resources and in turn released a lot of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. Now, greenhouse gases occur naturally, but in excess can be dangerous to our planet. Modern human activities have increased the release of non-naturally occurring greenhouse gases because we have stepped up our demand for burning fossil fuels. The composition of greenhouse gases traps heat radiated from the sun. The more heat they trap, the warmer our planet gets. And as our planet gets warmer, we begin to feel the effects.
Human activities, from pollution to overpopulation, are driving up the Earth's temperature and fundamentally changing the world around us.
Although its consequences can be planet-threatening, scientists still believe there are things we can do on a personal level to help. Recycle and reuse things. Walk or use public transportation to get to work. Turn off your electronics when you're not using them. Eat less meat. While you're at it, eat more locally grown vegetables and foods. And last but not least, spread your knowledge and concerns about climate change with others.
Hundreds of young people joined in. They want the government to declare a climate emergency and for environmental issues to be taught more in schools. Some politicians listened.
others. When it comes to climate change, the main takeaway is that it's real, and although we are part of the cause, we can also be part of the solution.